Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Monday and welcome to this video about the goddess Aine. We're talking about the scope of the heart. As we learned previously, Aine is a Celtic goddess of love, but we soon learned from her mythology that her experience wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. As much as she loved, nurtured, and helped things grow, she also experienced truly devastating things in life. In one of her stories, a king came to see her. He was concerned about crops that weren't growing, and he was advised to seek her out in hopes of using her magic to restore the land or persuading her to do so. But once he actually discovered her, he became crazed with lust and he violated her. Sexual assault is one of the most devastating crimes a person can experience, and Aine, despite being a goddess, had to cope with just such an experience. She was obviously enraged, and she bit off his ear. This proved to be a significant punishment for the king. In Celtic society, kings had to be physically perfect, and as a result of his maiming, he lost his throne. Now, considering the severity of his crime, I would still consider that getting off lightly. But moving on. Clearly, just from this account alone, we can understand that Aine understood firsthand the full range and scope of emotion. Being a divine being did not shelter from feeling everything a heart is capable of feeling. She experienced the good and the bad in life. And that's important for us to remember in our own spirituality. While learning and applying pagan principles, it can have a profoundly good impact on our lives, but that doesn't mean that life isn't still going to be life. We will still experience those ups and downs. And sometimes we will be blissfully happy. And then there will be occasions in which we actually despair. This isn't a failure of our spirituality or a mark of disapproval of the gods. It's merely a reality of existence. Aine and plenty of deities have experienced hardship, heartbreak, and trauma. If they are not spared these things, as powerful and as wise as they are, then how could we humans expect to escape this natural order of things? If anything, I think one of the things that Aine can teach us is that our difficulties don't actually spoil the good in life. If anything, they make our triumphs and happiness all the more meaningful. And we can learn a great deal about both sets of circumstances. The lessons we learn in the good times tend to be softer and easier than the ones we learn in the bad. And the bad has a way of making the point abundantly clear so that we never forget it. But taking that lesson and applying it and adjusting as necessary, this sets the stage for increased success and joy in the future. Despite what happened to Aine, she still retained the ability to bestow power and to take power away as she saw fit. The king who attacked her got what he wanted in the moment, but afterwards, and for the rest of his life, he was disqualified from a position he had occupied and valued, and everyone knew what exactly had rendered him unworthy. We too always have autonomy and choices, even at the worst of times, provided we have the courage to act upon those choices. We can renew and better our situations, just as the goddess Aine did, can still do, and will continue to do on into the future. So that's what I took from this particular goddess this week. Let me know your own thoughts about her mythology and what you think about what she can teach us about emotion and how to handle it. Tell me all about it in the comments below, or come see me on Discord at Blackbird's Brew. There is a link to join in the description box below, and you would be very welcome there. But that'll be all for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.